if I just traded one account manually, my brain's got one account manually in my head and it's a bit easier, right? But I've probably got 20 plus accounts running and I can use them in different ways at different times. If I don't create a mental bandwidth to be ultra clear and organized with when I'm running my tests, what op files I'm using, where the set files and the data is saved, which account I'm refreshing at the weekend, what optimization file did I use last week for that, then you're going to get yourself in the fucking tied up and you're going to make mistakes. Like, a little hack for me is I know if I'm keeping 1 week out of my data, I can start back testing, leaving last week out already. And then at the weekend, I can run a final test on all my optimizations that include last week, just as a little bit of extra sanity check that it continued in the market. And I will have a file and a folder on my desktop that has week commencing 11th of November. So I know that they're the files I'm using for this week, and there'll be one from the 4th and there'll be one from the 28th. And it'll also have in there the name of the strategy. And I'll have a bit more clarity over that. But if you're not organized, you'll cock up. So there's a trading calculator that you can DM me the word calculator if you've not got it already on my Instagram, and you'll instantly get the link. But it's a compounding calculator, and you can see the impact of having that capital and making 5% a month, but how quickly that accelerates further when you add a deposit into it. And that deposit is your prop withdrawals. Yeah, that's key. Hope that helped. Probably a long-winded one. Tom. Well, the Discord. Yeah, there's loads of value in there. We are very conscious of that. I also don't want it to be like we've got right now in this middle of transition where people are chatting on Discord because it's certain they're used to it. Everyone needs to fucking be chatting in circle, and that will quickly then build new lots of data and value and information, but only if everyone commits. And they will have to commit because Discord will be closed. But what we will do is we will people that still want it and can, we'll make sure there's new people joining are still aware that, hey, there's a Discord server here and here's the link. But every channel and chat will be, hey, this is now closed. But feel free to search. But we're now on Circle, and there'll be no function for people to chat. That's all we'll do. But yeah, we've obviously built up that level of chat, data, community over a long period of time. And it's about also making sure that we know what's useful, if there's stuff that needs to be moved over that isn't already. And there's also a lot of noise. Yeah, there's also a lot of noise for stuff that might be overwhelming and confusing and not required, because things naturally are going to evolve and progress over some time. But yeah, the sooner we can get everybody over, the better. We easily build that level of value, resource, community over again. Yeah, thanks, Tristan. Yeah, I think it's better. We looked at loads, we looked at school and stuff like that. And although I think the people behind school are fucking great in terms of who they are, the brands they've created, and who, what they're probably going to take it to, Circle was definitely better for what we need. The layout, the look, and John, credit to John. John's done most of that work, if not all of that work, in getting Circle up and running with the education and learning the quirks for, we want to make sure that when someone joins and they open up the Circle app on their phone, like when I've done it with school, it's like, what's going on here? Where are the chats? Where's the training? So, just little things like making sure that the right home screen loads up. So you actually see the different channels when you load up on your phone. Whereas before it used to go into a feed, and the feed can be like, whoa, a little bit, what's going on? So yeah, that's the level of detail we've tried to make sure we've got right, because all we want is for people to learn in the right order, that we can see that they have. We can have 50 tickets open, but if we can see you've not watched any of the bloody videos, guess what we'll be telling you? Help people find the right next thing for where they're at, but also still keep that high engagement and community, which we've been proud to have built over that long period of time. But that's actually, that's all on you lot. you know, we're not in there just chatting to ourselves each day, but it's also down to us to make sure you have the right community platform and help facilitate that community. Our job is to ask the right questions that maybe spark conversations and debate in a constructive, healthy way at times too, to try and make sure we can take a bit of information over there that might be useful to you over there. So through encouragement is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, that's me. 59 minutes, not too bad. Summary: December the 13th, Farm Club.